And here, interesting one. For the lead headline says Plateau outrage grows over killings. Governor Mutfwang apologizes. Labor to federal government. Unemployment fueling kidnapping. Militancy. Taraba Ondo lead as Lassa fever death toll rises to 127. Benue, scores killed, houses burned, residents flee as armed herders invade Otobi Otukpo. That's in Benue State. If you move on to the Punch, you'll find some interesting ones as well. We'll see how many we can take. This one says Interpol joins EFCC in 1.3 trillion naira CBEX probe. That's a Ponzi scheme that was has been trending. Plenty of people invested in that. Ubara hasn't sought forgiveness. Wike replies Tompolo. Emergency rule. Reps panel awaits briefing on Rivers assignment. This one says 2027, I have capacity to be president, says Makinde. Federation account allocation falls third straight month to 1.57 trillion naira. We'll go on a commercial. We take more headlines and your reactions afterwards.
The show continues after this.
Ifeyemi Andrew. We get back into some more headlines and we look at what we have on the Punch newspaper. Again, marketers import 156.9 million litres as petrol load landing cost falls. We will petition NFF over dad's unpaid wages. Christian Chukwu's son. That's sad. If he has unpaid wages and the NFF are yet to pay after what the man did for the country football-wise, then there's a problem. There's a problem. It's the reason why I think a lot of people keep saying we need to have systems that work and not individuals that we fear. But those are from the Punch newspaper. You can go look at them and get details. We'll quickly see what The Nation has for us. In the meantime, I would encourage you to get on Facebook at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. For those of you who are yet to do so, like the page and join in on the conversation at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. IBAS tackles NBA over 300 million naira hosting grants. Right? I've said this directly, straight. So it doesn't begin, people don't begin to paint it a media war, diversionary tactic. People begin to paint it all sorts of things. I think the government seems to be very convinced from the comments that it is making at the moment. Just take them to court. If we want to go that route, then everybody put out documents to show what you are saying and then go to court. Just go to court. I'm sure Rivers people would say what we are primarily tackling at the moment, the political instability and all, and the setbacks we've had with development is enough to worry us for the next couple of months or even years. So this would not, people would begin handle it. That's why we have the courts. If the government is convinced, just take them to court and let the court handle it. And if the court sees merit in the matter, the monies would be refunded now. That should be it. Because otherwise, now it becomes a war of words just to make the image of either side look bad. That is what it will then become, because now the government will say this, the officer will say this, NBA will say their own. That's what it just becomes, a war of words. And if there are facts, both sides show your facts or go to court, and let's focus on the development of Rivers State and how to get Rivers people to begin to benefit from their commonwealth. Atiku's coalition move unknown to PDP, says Makinde. Rising cost of living pushes inflation to 24.23%, still on double digits. Okay. Boko Haram now standing on its last leg, says Idris. Okay. Boko Haram now standing on its last leg, says Idris. All right. Alleged misappropriation, court reserves ruling in Ganduje, 7 others case. All of those headlines are from the Nation newspaper. So get on the Nation newspaper and give us your thoughts. On Facebook, I told you, I'll tell you again, Nigeria Info 92.3 PH is the handle. Please like and get on the live stream. Remember to click on the share button and drop your comments. Please ensure that the comments are short and precise. And please mind the language you use on the live stream. I notice some of you just say anything because it's social media, you can write anything, say anything, and sometimes you begin to go on banters. Please, all right? Let's try to apply some level of civility in what we do. Kelly Agbana. Wike said Fubara is here to seek for forgiveness. Wike replies to Mpolo. Fubara, I know, he knows the story of the prodigal son. Stephen Igbikis says, if youths do not stand against this impunity, I'm so sorry. Jeffet Ibekwe, Fubara haven't sought for forgiveness, says Wike. So Wike is now seeing himself as God. Let me remind him that the anger of God is always going to fall. These killer headsmen are gradually invading some states in Nigeria, and the president, he haven't said anything about it. It's a pity. Raymond Eze Aliko. FCT Minister Wike is the one to sought forgiveness from God, else one like God's power. Stephen Igbiki says, summoning a governor is just a slap on Rivers people, but a slap to Nigeria democracy. Patrick Amadi from Afarache, NBA deserves to face legal action for the relocation of the conference venue to Enugu. Patrick Amadi. NBA should return the 300 million to Rivers State. How can Rivers State gift such amount of money? Skifu Piro, what are we saying now? Why are we sounding like this? Some of the things you people say, when I read it, I'm like, okay, let me take you down memory lane, all right, in case you forgot. It's not the first time Rivers State is giving money within that range or amount as gifts to NBA. All right, the past administration did it. The one before also did. There were other donations that we've also seen: 500 million, 200 million, 300 million, at different times. So I wonder why we are what we're saying. Let's not even forget. Even to churches, donations have also been made now, around similar amounts. Gifts that have involved for clergies. Gifts have also been bought now. Cars. Come on. Let it apply both ways. What stops EFCC and SEC from immediately arresting the people behind the CBEX Ponzi scheme? They are investigating, so let's wait and see. So what is the sin of the governor now? Fidelis Elemowa is asking. I don't know. Thank God Ability at Twigbu says the 300 million is like drink money. Okay. Gifting stream says President Tinubu hasn't seen the need to declare state of emergency in response to the height of insecurity ravaging Benue and Plateau states. But 2027 re-election bid made him declare state of emergency in a peaceful state, height of selfishness. President Tinubu should take a bow since he cannot stop the insecurity in Nigeria. Clever Sonny. All right. Skifu Piro, Governor Fubara should go and beg his boss, Wike, we need peace in Rivers State. Many fear dead, fresh Benue attack. It's very unfortunate. The herdsmen are they spirits that security agencies can't arrest them. Larry Spieth says, what crimes did the governor commit now to seek for forgiveness? Ibas, leave NBA alone. The money given wasn't yours and doesn't belong to you. It belongs to the state. Or it doesn't belong to your state, you mean? Thank God, said, what sin have many people committed that herders are killing them on daily basis? I remember Autumn said a lot of things with regards to this situation while he was governor of that state. Some people took him seriously, some did not. Some of the things he said also landed him in public spotlight. NBA, bring back our money, Lorenzo Delight. Victor Rufus, when we talk about accountability, every expenditure must be given account of. Terminal should be refunded on the setback economy. So on the setback in economy, not according to me, my brother. Not according to me. The economy is a setback in the economy of the country, not just even Rivers State. Or you did not hear inflation? Sometimes. I would only keep saying that how people think, how they think, how much they know, is a reflection of how their country would be and the leaders that they will pick. And that is always going to be the situation. If we're going to get better, it's going to be largely based on how the people think. If the people do not change the way they think, if they do not change the way they think, if they do not change, I repeat, the way they think, we are still going to be in this circle. And it's going to take a longer time for Nigeria to get to the promised land it's hoping to get to. Prince Jaff says the 300 million belongs to Rivers State and the sole administrator, a stranger, is not expected to be in another man's land. Kingsley Wambilo says is watching from a chair. We'll go on. The messages are enormous. Indigenous people of Benue State should not rely on security agencies again for their safety. Jonathan says the governor has not sought for forgiveness. Wike replies to Bola, I think this issue would have been settled if political vampires stepped out with their unnecessary advices. What is fueling political war in the state? Prince Jaff, 300 million belongs to Rivers State. Okay, I think we took that already, Prince Jaff. We'll go to the phone lines now and take some calls. 0817-923-0007. 0817-923-0002. Good morning. This one says, Joshua Anthony, I think we took that on Facebook already, so I'll just skip to the next message on WhatsApp. The rate at which people share fake news emanating from activities of substance is worrisome. Hence, I call on the government to step up with its media team to stop this menace that might cause high pressure on affected persons. Yep, they have to wait. I think I see a very, very, very reasonable thing you said there, and should really be looked at. Because the chances of anybody saying sole administrator said is now very high. It's well, if not for sole administrator, we wouldn't have known that gave such amount of money, MBA, Chika Ike. It is not new now. It's not like it's not a crime. No crime was committed there. Let's not make it look like a crime was committed. No, it's not. You educate you should know that these things happen. And it's been happening before. It's not like it was the first time or they just did it now. No, it has been almost a culture and tradition for state governments across the country to donate and support MBAs, conferences. And Rivers State has been doing it. This is not the first time. So, while the sole administrator is promising good governance, should please look into the issue of the youth who were sacked from International Algeria University, who worked for 9 months. The sole administrator is just being petty. And if he thinks he has a case, let him go to court. Wike said Governor Fubara has not apologized. I asked, is he God? Prince Egwele Daniels. Fubara hasn't sought forgiveness. My question is, what are the sins he committed against the FCT Minister Ibezim from Port Harcourt? Chidi says, sole administrator should be reminded that he's not from Rivers State, so he should try to take his eyes off our treasury. The money belongs to Rivers State. Honorable White. Ifeanyi Chukwu says where people have been killed, where people been killed in Rivers State that made the president declare state of emergency. Look at how people have slaughtered in Benue and Plateau State. No emergency is needed. Please, Ifeanyi Chukwu Mondo. Why are you pleading? I don't know. He says please at the end. Okay, over to the phone lines now. JJ and Rumigbo, let's start with you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes.
Since Ibas don't want to rest, I want him also to take down his biro or pen and paper. Sokoto, I think, is 600 million. Akwa Ibom, 600 million, 300 for the flour mill, and another 300. Lagos women, 300 million. You should go after all those to collect the money back. Chief Ibas, please go after these people. More, I can even send you the list. That said, a professor has said that the shifting of the MBA conference will really affect Rivers State, and he also said hotels and some other companies may shut down as a result of low patronage and shifting of events. I think that's absolutely correct. Andrew, remember we said it here that this idea of declaring state of emergency is to kill the South-South economy. People thought we were joking. And Fubara hasn't asked for forgiveness. I don't know what this forgiveness is all about. On the 30th of October, 2023, the governor stand on the gate of the government house and asked the question, what is my offense? Till today, nobody has answered. So for me, what are you begging for forgiveness for? That's the question. Thank you.
All right. Good news from three. Good morning.
Yes. Good morning, my brother.
All right. Good morning to you.
Yes. I am happily annoyed this morning. The way my state is being handled, the way Nigeria democracy is degraded. Look at what is happening in Benue State. It has been there. They destroyed the wanton killings and destruction and burning of houses. Yet, Mr. President, Chief of Army Staff, National Security Advisor, IG of Police are saying nothing. And tomorrow this month, will you come again and do another one again? Look at what's happening in Akure, in Ondo, and Mr. President is silent. No one gunshot in River State. No batch are burnt in River State. Yet he declared state of emergency, and they're dealing with the finance of River State, and they want me to be happy. Ibas from comes here to do it. What does he think he is? Is it because the governor is keeping quiet?
All right, good news. You'd have to calm down with what do you think he is? He's the sole administrator appointed by the president. Whether you like it or not, that's what it is.
No problem. Let me calm down. Then quick one. Let me talk again. Some of Wike saying to Tompolo that Sen has not apologized. Did he apologize to Odile? Did he apologize to Amechi? Is it because Amaechi kept quiet? He's the one caught dragging the trouble, throwing everywhere. What has that young man did that he took to River State as governor, promoted civil servants, paid them the salaries, start doing things that are exceptional? Oh, nothing give them that mindset. I'm having no good news.
All right, Obed from Ada George, good morning.
Good morning, Andrew.
All right, good morning. Welcome.
Yes, Andrew, the former governor saying that Governor Fubara has not sought for forgiveness. For me, I don't think that the governor is going to apologize to anybody because governor has not offended anybody. You understand? If whoever that needed to be need apology now is Rivers people, I tell you, because we thought that when the FCT minister was appointed as minister, he was going to attract projects to Rivers State. But our greatest surprise, the only project the former governor has started, the state of emergency in Rivers State, where right now is Zapraman is not chief of staff to the government house. You understand? That is the project he has started. So Rivers State deserves apology from the FCT minister because the state has helped him. He has never worked anywhere. He has gone one position to another as a result of this state. When he was at the age of 30-something, he became local government chairman. Until today, he doesn't have any business name, business address. He has built from this state to the stage where he is today. And the only thing he can pay the state back is by bringing state of emergency. It refers to deserve apology from him. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. That's God's power. Let's go over to you now in Rumudara. Good morning.
Good morning, Andrew.
All right, go on.
Yes, my name is Aiba Gospel.
Okay.
Andrew, it is very unfortunate that at this point in our state, people are still engaging in things that will not bring the desired peace in our state. How can people engage in propaganda in order to incite the people against the SOLAD? There is nowhere, and the SOLAD has not made any release inviting the suspended governor to appear before him for questioning. What you see is just a propaganda in purpose of, brushing the SOLAD. The SOLAD has not released any press release. The SOLAD has not written any letter inviting the former governor to appear before it. And for the 300 million, Andrew, the state government, as it stands now, has the right to put the record straight. Because the intention of the NBA was to discredit the state under the sole administrator. So definitely, the sole administrator has the right to put the record straight.
Okay.
So
all right then.
What we expect the NBA to do now is to ensure that the 300 million is being released or paid back to Rivers. It is Rivers money.
All right, God's power. Thank you. That argument will go on for a long time, I'm sure. Like I said, if these people have everybody, NBA, government have their facts, just go to court. So we can have Rivers people know and this settled. The back and forth is becoming one too many, honestly. Emeka from Elele, good morning.
Yes, my brother, good morning.
Yep, Emeka, we can barely hear you. You'd have to speak up, please.
I said, my brother.
Good morning.
Can you hear me?
Go on, Emeka.
Okay. I want to throw more light on the 300 million refund. Assuming MP want to refund the money, who are they going to refund the money? To who? The sole administrator that is sitting on illegality. It's not the main person to refund the money. If at all they want to refund the money. It doesn't have that right for MPA to refund the money. Is it an elected governor? He is from River State. When he is sitting on illegality, that will not stand. If they cannot, if they MPA cannot, You should go to court and challenge the NBA. NBA will not tell him that he is sitting on illegally. And another one, there is a killing now in Plateau State. Anyway, it is time to declare state of emergency. This is the time, the right time. Declare state of emergency in Benue and the Plateau. Coming to the state to declare state of emergency because we want to grant power on me. To satisfy the people here. Now is the time for state of emergency. There is a killing everywhere in Plateau. They should go and declare state of emergency to unseat the governor, whether it will work. Because they saw Pobra as a gentleman that he just accepted the state of emergency. They should go to Plateau. They know that they cannot live there.
All right. We'll take one more, and that will be from Stalin and Lelewan. Good morning.
Femi, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, let me look at the killing in Plateau State. Femi, you can recall vividly that this problem between herders and farmers in Benue and Plateau State has been there for so many years. Under Obasanjo, they destroyed houses, they killed innocent people in Benue and Plateau State. It continued under Jonathan. It also continued. It was even worse under Buhari. Now it has also continued. Now, Atiku is lambasting federal government. What do I expect from Atiku? As a Fulani man, I expected him to have called his brothers who have these cows, to advise them to go into ranching. If you use your own now, they spoil my own. Huh? Now by force, your cow must eat my crop. It has been the problem going on in this state. Huh? We should say the truth. Instead of lambasting federal government, I think we should wade into the problem and, break peace between the farmers and the herders.
All right.
Because of the influence of the Fulani.
So, in other words, you're saying Atiku is more influential than the federal government in resolving this problem?
But their brother was the former president now. What did he do?
No, the question I'm asking is, from what you're saying, the question is simple and direct. You are saying, from what you're saying, Atiku is more influential than the federal government to resolve this problem?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, they are. Because
all right.
They showed it during the last administration.
All right, Stanley, thank you very much. We have to go. We have a commercial coming up now. That's the much we can take. Thank you very much. For those of us on Facebook, I think we took the most messages that we can. This one says he is watching from where Echie. Good morning. Please, our 300 million should be brought back to us. River State is not for that Christmas to other states, so Nadum. All right, and that's it. Good morning. Take a commercial. Business News follows immediately afterwards.